Cool. This one threw me off. This assignment this week, it was different.
Oh yeah, because you had to find a article.
Yeah, it took me freaking forever.
Well, I mean, we did that the week you were gone, I think.
Oh, really?
Just switch it between make up an example and find an article, yeah.
Oh, well, that would explain why. Oh, man. Did you guys find stuff then?
I
did.
So.
You did, Jenny?
Yeah.
What was yours? You want to read it to us?
So, yeah, mine was about, I can summarize. Let me see. So mine was about something with the Uber.
Okay.
So the driver knew, or the company also knew that the car having a problem, that they need to repair some of the stuff. But then driver ignored it, and then he still get passengers. But then later on, the car was exploded. Like, it was cracking a full-size hole in his windshield, and flames burst from the dashboard.
That's scary.
Yeah, I know. But good thing was, it happened right after he drove off the passenger, so
only he died.
he didn't die, I guess.
Oh, okay, all right. As long as he didn't die. I was going to say that'd be a bit morbid for an example.
What was the illegal subject matter for the contract in this Uber case?
Well, what was your question again?
What was the, because we had to give an example of a legal subject matter for a contract. What was the legal subject matter in this contract? Or was it just...
according to the definition of illegal contract, the Uber manager knew what was going on with the cars, and they knew Uber drivers will use the car to give a ride to passengers. But however, since they did not care well about the car was destroyed. The car was destroyed. The car was messed up. So I think that's the illegal contract. According to, like, they knew what was going on, and then they didn't cover it well.
I don't know if that's necessarily illegal. I think it's just a broken contract. Is my hard thing. Like, it's a good example of them not following the requirements from the contract. Neither party did.
Right.
But I don't know, John. What do you think? I don't know that it was necessarily illegal.
Yeah. I'm not super sure where it is either. Do you have a link to the article?
I do.
Yeah, maybe just go ahead and put that in the chat, and then we can pull it up and look at it too.
Okay.
I couldn't find anything on that freaking website for the school. I'm just technologically inept, I guess.
I have to subscribe to the...
I don't want to subscribe. Okay, that is a good one though. Like, it is a really good example of what happens, like, when you break your contract and everything.
But it's nothing to do with the illegal contract, though.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a bad example because the concepts are all there. I think the only thing that it's lacking is just like the illegal portion. However, at the same time, they are legally obligated to ensure that all their passengers are safe.
Right.
And so, although it's not necessarily like really like clearly laid out, I mean, there are legal parameters that were broken. It's just not the lawsuit isn't over the legality of it.
Here's a link to something that doesn't make you subscribe. At least I'm pretty sure it's the same event.
In Singapore, yeah, that'd be it.
Sounds more like negligence than a legal contract.
It's a little bit of both, a little bit, but I definitely do think it leans more towards negligence, like you're saying.
Do either of you watch The Office?
Yeah.
When I first saw this, this was the prompt. It made me think of the prompt or the contract that Dwight and Angela had when they were going to have a baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they had a lawyer come in, and the lawyer was like, "This doesn't work. What are you guys doing?"
Yeah, that's true. That is a good example. It's just not real, but that's a good example.
We don't have an article for it. Yeah.
We have an episode.
Well,
We have an episode.
Link to Netflix.
Link to Netflix.
Yeah, the article I found. That looks weird, but okay. Basically, it's just a guy contracted a guy to kill someone, but then he didn't do it. But it's the fact that like hiring someone to kill someone else is a contract, but you can't really be a contract. It's not
because it's illegal.
Murder, yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one. You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Mine was very passionate. I'm pretty proud of it. So mine was on. I don't know if either one of you watched like my intro video, but I'm pretty conservative, and so mine was on gun control. And this big lawsuit against the state of California, essentially for just passing overreaching gun laws. And it happened in April after the San Bernardino and Orlando shootings. Basically what happened is they just came out and just made all these sweeping bans on these different types of firearms and these different firearm components and things like that. Essentially, like without knowing anything other than like the firearms they were trying to ban weren't even used in the shootings. It was just they were scary looking. And so they tried to ban them, and there wasn't any like legal. Well, the first thing is it's against the Second Amendment, so it's illegal. I mean, they can't pass a law going against the Constitution. They're not supposed to be able to anyways, but they did anyways. And essentially the lawsuit was filed by a branch of the NRA saying you can't overstep your bounds and you're infringing on our Second Amendment rights and you can't do that. And all their parameters, everything that they banned, it was just so nitpicky and stupid. It wasn't going to solve anything. It was just such a small, I mean, it was just a pointless ban. There was nothing worthwhile to come of it. And so the lawsuit's actually still going on. But basically, it's not necessarily a contract is my hard thing, but it does have to do with a law that was passed illegally, essentially, that goes against a higher law.
I see.
Fun?
Mm-hmm.
It is fun. Guns are fun.
I just basically Googled in the library search contracted killing, and this was the only one that came up.
Really?
For like the recent.
I couldn't even find any. I couldn't even get that thing to run, so I just Googled it. Like I just ran a Google search.
Fine. Yeah.
I mean, I found mine on Fox News, so
there you go.
It's better than CNN. So, I think, John, you have the best example, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I say we just use the contract killing one.
That's my what I wrote for the whatever. Do I have to give the
what's the requirement, Jenny? You have it pulled up.
Yeah, I think those are the same as what we were doing before. So let me see again. So yeah, basically same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So we give the example, and then we have to come up with a question based off the example.
Right, and we need to explain our example, which is pretty much the same thing as the example.
In this case, the agreement is all cruisers. Yeah, because that last paragraph that John wrote is explaining the example.
the case.
Mm-hmm.
And why it relates to the thing.
The thing.
I'm good with words.
Are you guys ready for next exam?
We have another test coming up.
Yeah.
I guess we have like a final every week for like the chapters like 2 weeks ago or something. Looks like
Yeah. Something like
It's-
that.
it's not a final then. It's just or it's not an exam. It's just a big old test.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's not a final, it's just a huge test.
well, just a test. Well, so do you need the what's it called?
URL.
Citation. Well, the URL is the second one.
All that, like in the example that he gave on like the instruction page, it just had the title and then the website, the URL.
Okay, so I don't need all the other citation information. Cool.
Other than the date, like the published date.
Well, I'm still gonna put it. There it is. And this is also just the group 6 example. Cool.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
I almost did group 5. I was like halfway through. Like I was searching. I was like, oh crap, wrong one.
Wrong one.
Braden thought he was in group 6 for like the first 2 weeks, so it's not that
Braden
bad.
was.
he?
Yeah, he's in our group.
No, I know he's in our group, but he thought he was in group 8. Did I say 6?
Yeah, you did.
I'm in 8. But so now we gotta think of a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to think. Love how I'm not going to say that. This is recorded. I can't make comments like that. The question could be,
The question could be, is this case is an illegal contract?
well, the problem is he says that in his explanation. He did too good of a job explaining it.
Oh darn. We could just have like, which of the following is not subject to matter that makes a contract illegal, and then you could just have like 3 of the things that they list, and then buying a bird.
Like,
I don't know.
Selling. Which of the following is an example of an illegal contract?
Or
contracting the purchase and sale of organs. I don't know.
Yeah, because in the book it lists a bunch of things like usury, which is an unlawful rate of interest, is unlawful or illegal subject matter, or antitrust laws, blue laws, whatever that are, restraint of trade, etc.
Okay, let's come up with a question first.
And it has to pertain to the example, right?
Yeah.
say if instead
How
of
could
oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the question could be how could Gonzalez Cruz have gotten away?
We could say what could Gonzalez Cruz have asked Hernandez to do that would have been legal?
Yes.
And then we could list like 3 things that wouldn't be, and then 1 thing that would be.
That's a good
What's
one.
the question again?
What? Here, I'll type it out.
I'll look for things to.
That right? That what you were thinking, John?
Yeah, but like illegal subject matter for a contract.
So wouldn't. So just replace wouldn't have been illegal to wouldn't have been illegal subject matter for a contract. Jenny,
Okay.
can you copy that over?
Yeah, I gotcha.
And they could be so option or answer A could be hello. That could be that's answer A, John.
Is that
that's illegal? Yes, that is.
But what about like private detectives?
So they have licenses to do that.
Okay.
You have to have a license as a detective to tail someone like that. Otherwise, it's criminal stalking.
Okay. I was just looking for like lend money at an interest rate beyond the state's interest rate ceiling, but that's wordy and long and boring. But it's in the book.
Well, I'm trying to think of like ways that he could have, like things that he could have contracted Hernandez to do for the wife.
For the situation. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Also, it was a girlfriend, but whatever.
Oh, sorry. Follow the girlfriend and track her every move.
Perfect.
We could have the actual answer be break up with her for him.
Yeah.
Burn her house down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I guess his, because he hired him to kill the guy he thought was sleeping with his girlfriend. So, burn, yeah.
Let's see. Steal the car back that he bought. I'm making this up. Steal back the car that he bought for her. That's illegal.
Yeah. And then burn his house down. I just want to throw that in there.
Burn his house down.
How do we word that so to understand who his is?
Commit arson on her.
Oh, you can't say arson because then it's obvious that that's a bad answer.
How about burn down his girlfriend's house? I don't know. We could just
burn down the girlfriend's garage.
Yeah. That's 100%.
It's just the garage.
Okay.
Then it doesn't sound so like evil.
Yeah. Burn down the girlfriend's parents' gazebo. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And then for feedback, the
feedback for A would be this is an example of criminal stalking and would be illegal. This is legal. B.
We say for B and said something like, while this is considered a wuss move, it is illegal or
Wow.
something.
This is legal, although it
Um,
is a really
rude gesture or
no, not rude. Really
wimpy.
wimpy thing to do.
Beautiful.
So for answer C, steal back the car. This is illegal unless Hernandez has a court order and to repossess the car. And then D, this is arson. Don't do this. That's the feedback for D.
Car.
I'm pretty happy with this.
I like it. I think it's creative.
I agree.
Cool. Anything else?
I think we're good to go.
Sweet.
We could talk about I mean, we're on week 5, right? Week 9 is when we have to do the next project. Do you want to talk about that at all or put it off again?
Let's wait till next week. See if we can get more people to show up.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want it to be a night before thing.
Let's kill the live feed and talk about it.
Okay.
Just